Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. David here. Happy New Year. We're starting off the year strong with ATLUS news because we have two big topics to talk about today. As always, time lapses are in the description down below. If you're new to the channel, you want to stay up to date on anything in terms of ATLUS news throughout 2023 and beyond, make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and if you like the video, a quick thumbs up is always a big help. Let's get into it, starting off with ATLUS and their big tease. Starting off 2023 really strong. So that one is really interesting. So what happened is ATLUS was in last week issue of Famitsu, which is the big news outlet in Japan for gaming Japanese publishers. And they were there talking about their aspirations and stuff. The lack of re-fantasy mention got me a little worried. I made a video about that. You can check it out right here if you want to. I'll put a little card up on screen. You can click on that and come back to this video afterwards if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about that. But they are also present in the latest issue, which is the New Year issue of Famitsu with a New Year's card, which looks really great with new art. Jack Frost Morgana looks really cool. The mascots of ATLUS at this point, including Morgana, feels strange since I've been a fan for years. In my mind, it's Jack Frost. But come on, it was Teddy at some point from Persona 4, and now it's Morgana. Cool art though, looks great. They had a message for their fans as well, which is very interesting on the New Year's card. Happy New Year. Thank you very much for your support and patronage for the remastered version of P4U2 in 2022. The Nintendo Switch version of 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Soul Hackers 2, and the remastered version of Persona 5 Royal. Thanks to your support, the remastered edition of P5R achieved 1 million sales within 1 month of its release, and P5R as a whole has surpassed 3.3 million units worldwide. In 2023, we will start the remastered releases of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden, and we are also preparing several new unannounced titles. Please look forward to it. It's clear that they're teasing something. We're talking about several new unannounced titles here, and it's not too surprising at first, but it's still exciting because they always have releases throughout the years. But they've been talking about how they want 2023 to be a big change for ATLUS. They want to release the stuff that they've been holding on to. They've been having trouble with COVID, the pandemic and stuff, working on these projects for so long, but now they want to release them. At least the wish is there, right? That's what I'm understanding. So what could these unannounced titles be? I think there's a lot of things. Honestly, Shin Megami Tensei 30th seems clear to me. I know most of y'all don't share the same opinion, but I think we'll get some type of project game release for SMT 30th, whether it's a port, a new game, SMT 5 port, new games. I talked about that enough on the channel. Again, click the card right here on top screen if you want to check out my predictions for 2023 and SMT 30th. Other than that, there's the infamous Project Refantasy, which was revealed 6 years ago, new IP by Studio Zero. I think this could happen in the future for sure, since they've been talking about that game ever since they've released it, but in little segments like interviews and stuff, so we don't know much about it. The game reached climax in development like 3 years ago or something at this point, so I think they're ready to show it. We'll see. The last issue of Famitsu got me worried. No mentions of Refantasy, while 2 years prior they kept talking about it. We'll see about that one. What's interesting is that's Persona Central who noticed that, so I'm not taking credit here. Again, my sources are in the description if you're new and you don't know, so make sure to give them some support. In 2019, ATLUS also had a New Year's card, which I did report on as well, if I'm not mistaken, and they did a similar tease. They were like, hey, we'll have projects coming in 2019, great projects for you guys. Happy New Year. I hope you look forward to those. And in 2019, of course, we got Persona 5 Royal, we got Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore, Switch port, we got Catherine on PC, Catherine Classic, and we also got Persona 5 Scramble. That's for Japan. So very interesting. 4 projects. Are they going to do the same thing this year? We don't really know. They're starting the year off with 2 games already, so we'll have to wait and see here. But several new unannounced titles. That is very, very interesting. And this next news segment that I have, I think can give us an idea of what one of these releases will be. But what do you guys think about these unannounced titles for 2023 from ATLUS? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think, because I'm interested in hearing what you guys think for this one for sure, because I have so many ideas. Like, I know Persona Central in their article, they're talking about Vanillaware and their new project that was teased in 2019. But to me, that's kind of like, we're already getting a Vanillaware game next year with Grim Grimoire Once More, which is a remastered version of one of their PS2 classic. It's getting brought back not by Atlus, but by NIS America. So that's why I'm not talking about it as much on the channel, but I'll have a review up for you guys for sure prior to launch. Normally I should get a review code from NIS with this game, so I'm definitely planning on checking it out. It's going to be my first time playing it too. I played it a little bit, not to completion, so look forward to that. Other than that, there's Etrian Odyssey as well. That one was teased a while back, so it's interesting. Persona, and yeah, let's talk Persona. The next news for today. See the transition here? That was not bad. Persona and Persona 5. They've been talking about the success of Persona 5. They've been proud of the numbers that they were able to achieve with the multi-platform remastered, selling over 1 million in a month. Now there were discounts and stuff, but still, it's a big milestone. And I think they're seeing the power of multi-platform at this point, which is very, very good to see. Are we going to have another Persona project in 2023? Kind of seems like it, if you ask me, because we've been getting trademarks. Trademarks are basically legal filing that companies have to file in and pay for the rights to trademark something so they can protect an IP when it's released, but also prior to something being announced. So in this case specifically, in today's news, the trademarks that were renewed by Atlus for Persona 5 are Persona 5B and Persona 5M, which are two trademarks that we don't know what they are. Well, a fun fact is there was a trademark that was Persona 5 AG, and that was very interesting because when I reported on that, there was some people in the comments saying, oh my god, the leaker Zippo was right. That's Persona 5 Akechi Goro. It's the Akechi spinoff that Zippo was talking about. And the fun fact is that one didn't renew last year. So that one is dead in my mind. And I don't specifically think it was that spinoff. But again, disclaimer, if Zippo was right and there is an Akechi spinoff, I'll be the first in line saying, hey, sorry, I was wrong, and I'll give him credit. So I'll do that, I promise. So what can it be? Persona 5B, Persona 5M? Does it mean we're going to get 2 games? I want to, restrict your expectations and hopes here. Starting off 2023 real strong as actual expectations here. Trademarks can be for products, they can be for merch, they can be for an anime, a manga, anything. They can be for a ton of things other than a game. So I think it can absolutely be a game. It can be something else as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Persona 5B, Persona 5M. Of course, there's Persona 5 Strikers 2 that people think could happen at some point. Kind of hard to relate it to one of these trademarks. So it's like, there's that Akechi spinoff game that Zippo talked about, which I am very doubtful of. We'll see if that happens. I'm down. Persona 5, I don't know, dancing port to other platforms. Persona 5 Arena, which I really don't believe is a thing. I've been talking about that for years now. I don't think it's gonna happen. I did a video like 2 or 3 years ago saying that I don't think it's going to happen. And I still stand by that, to be perfectly honest with y'all, especially with the remastered port, multi-platform port of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax being a disaster in terms of sales. I'm sure that we're not expecting much, but it really flopped. So I'm not too sure they want to put a ton of money in a P5 new game. It's not something that you can compare, right? An old game getting a port to a new game. I know, but still, I think they're going to look at these numbers and before taking a decision. And that would be a big project because Persona 4 and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax are Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax are games that were co-developed with Arc System Works, which is a very popular fighting game developer at this point. They were not as big in 2012/13 when Ultimax came out. Now they are huge with Dragon Ball games and stuff, so it's interesting. Persona 5, what would be my best thing would be like some type of visual novel, just a more story-focused game would be cool. And I've always been talking about just a tactical RPG for Persona would be awesome. Like something like along the lines of Devil Survivor. So why not do something with P5, but along the lines of Devil Survivor in terms of gameplay? Try something new. That would be really awesome. And we don't know what Atlus can give us. I'm going back to the first news topic here real quick. Sorry about that. I think other than that new game that could happen for 2023 with P5, something completely new would be awesome. Like some Tokyo Mirage Session stuff, like not a sequel, but something as original and as new as that game, or Reef Fantasy, or a big surprise, a smaller project, the reveal of something that we don't expect, like a Persona 6, or hey, an SMT 6, who knows, we really don't know. But you guys have to drop a comment below as well for Persona 5 and the trademarks. Do you think we'll get something new? I'm a little confused, to be honest, about the P5 trademark and the several unannounced projects. We'll have podcasts coming in the near future talking about all that stuff. So make sure to subscribe, and again, ring that notification bell. That way you never miss out on the new videos. Make sure you have a great 2023 year. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much for the continued support. I have great things coming for 2023. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.